back. Looks like we missed about a minute. Maybe this will fix our internet woes. You never know.
Yeah, Doc, I'm back in the VMix goal. I can now see, and we can see Cosmo Buster is now going to push it back over to the corner. 45 seconds left in the match in front of Mount Vernon's goal right now. Cosmo Buster's going to try to keep the play alive. Gets played around. Tacky back to the center. Off of Baynock, but Nami was right there, able to get the save. And again, Brownie coming through with the save. Boise State is definitely keeping the side control up and trying to get some sort of goal to keep this from going into overtime. 30 seconds left in this match right now. Mount Vernon is trying to set it up. Cosmo Buster is going to clear that off with Baynock in midair. Look at that play. And Baynock is going to insist himself right off the wall and get the third goal for Boise State.
When he's on, no one is quite as accurate as Baynock. He finds the right angle on the nose of his car to get it in there to put the go-ahead goal on the board for the Broncos. At the kickoff here, they're going to want to try to get control really quick. Cosmo Buster able to get the 50-50, a little bit under control. Tacky in the right position. High off the wall, looking for a shot, nothing. Looks like Brownie's going to be able to reset this. 10 seconds left. Boise State just wants to create side control, not give Nami an opportunity to hit the ball. Not enough boost. It drops to the ground. Still under the control now of the Northwest, excuse me, the Nazarene. Nice by Tacky. A little rollover on the back. He gets it out of there. Nami now with control. Maybe one chance for a shot. Can anybody touch? Only Baynock sends it way down. No one's going to get control of this one. Maybe a shot for the Broncos. Whoa, they're keeping it up in the air. What's going on?
Yeah, as long as this ball's in the air, the match goes, and the Broncos definitely want to try to ground this ball and end it right now, because the more seconds go by, the more time.
Oh, Cosmo, you got to let it fall there.
Yeah, you got to ground it. You can't get too fancy, and they aren't going to get too fancy as they are finally able to get the win there and start this off on a right course. I do hope Fish is back with us, hopefully.
He is.
All right. How you doing, Fish? Are things better on your end?
Well, we're playing the wait and see game here in Gem Mountain. It seems like it's good one moment and not good the next. I don't know if something rattled around yesterday in the earthquake or what happened, but hopefully we're all good to go now. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's nice to at least have you back here in voice, and it's nice to see the Broncos doing well, and also nice to see, I must mention, this great new overlay that we have here. It makes a very official looking during the circumstances. And during the circumstances, due to current circumstances, we have this new Skill Shot College varsity tournament, and it's the Broncos versus the Cougars tonight on this Wednesday night Rocket League match. The Broncos starting off pretty well, Fish. I know we've kind of been in and out, disconnecting and connecting, but the Broncos do look, for what I can see so far, the Broncos look to be doing pretty well on their overall team play. You know, the rotations, the airplay, those are coming through in pretty good ways. But I am interested to see in how the Cougars are going to be on their disruption overall. Their ability to knock Boise State out of the way, get those huge clears, and definitely by the score last round, that is something that they can do. And as I'm going to keep, it looks like Fish is still having a few issues, but Tacky is someone who isn't having any issues, scoring the first goal of the match, not even 20 seconds in there. You can see Cosbuster sets it up for him, and Tacky comes right through. Brownie tries to rush in, but isn't there soon enough. 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in this match. A lot of game left to play. 50-50 is going to go off to the side as Tacky comes rushing in, misses it in midair, and Brownie takes advantage of that. Good thing Baynock was resting back there in the goal to play a bit of defense. Here comes Tacky, though, is staying in front of the goal. Cosbuster just misses, but I like the team play there, Doc. These rotations are so good, one of the strong points of Boise State.
Baynock off the wall. Nami gets in there, messes it up. Tacky do blown up, but he gets it back on goal. Baynock trying to get in position. Sometimes you go for those demos and you can get out of position yourself. They don't always go the way you think they're going to go. But there we go, trying to get back on the side. But Boise State now Tacky misses again. Maybe a latency issue. Maybe just couldn't get in the right position. Baynock trying to get control again. Doesn't get it up in the air, and Dozine gets it out of his way. Cosmo with a retouch, another touch. Tacky can't quite get to touch. Baynock backflips, tries to get it out of there. Side control not on the Broncos side right now. That was a really good offensive push. Huge cross by Cosmo Buster Baynock. High off the wall, trying to center it, looking for anybody. Is this Tacky? Oh, can't get up and get it. Zenith out of the way, but Cosmo Buster, a nice rotation back to the middle. A shot goal by Cosmo, pushed away by Nami. Can't quite get there. Tacky trying to get it up in the air. They're able to get it in front. Baynock can't get the nose of the ball on it, and it's going to be controlled again, maybe by Tacky, but no. It looks like their Orange is going to be able to get it out of their neck of the woods, back on the other side. Mount Vernon in control, just puts it away.
Oh, look out for Baynock.
Can he?
Yes,
he can!
He is so insane up in the air with his control. Look at this. It's like an acrobat. Leaning effortlessly through the air. And that boost management, I must say as well, using exactly the right amount, making sure he doesn't run out of air. That is just pure skill on display. As Baynock is going to get the better of that 50-50, is able to steal the 100 boost from Mount Vernon. That can make all the difference when you deprive the other team of that boost. Mount Vernon is able to get a big clear, though, and it's going to score on an open goal. And what have we been talking about, Doc, these last few matches? I know you have been telling me and Fish, it's these big clears. Sometimes all you need is one of these clears.
Your rotations are good, but if they get that big, tasty clear down the middle, sometimes you don't have anybody to get back and defend it. All right, they're going to try to get that catch-even goal here in just a second. Brownie off the wall, not able to really control it. A little bit late. Tacky is a little bit early. He gets the side control, but no one able in position really to get back up there. All right, back on the Orange side. Brownie tries to play it off the wall. Nose of the ball. Baynock. Can anybody? Yes! Tacky with the put right into the back of the net.
You know, one of the things that I've been loving to see in these past couple of games is Tacky's real elevation to becoming a key goal scorer for Boise State. We've seen him play some more defensive roles in the past. But it's almost like, you know, in times like when we play Overwatch games and maybe we see a player switch on to a hero that they might not play normally, but we still see that skill coming through. That's what I like seeing here of Tacky. It's kind of I think of that as a similar situation. Baynock is going to be able to get a clear back over, but some interference from Mount Vernon is going to try to push that back into Broncos territory. Brownie came in there through the air, is going to block that pass, so it goes back over to Baynock, and he is not going to get the better of that contest. It's going to force the ball to not head back toward the goal. Instead, the Broncos just trying to line it up. Brownie gets the clear there. It's now going to go into the corner around Baynock, sets up the shot, but not the angle Mount Vernon was hoping for. The Broncos now are looking to get a clear of their own. 1 minute 50 seconds left in the match. They have a modest lead with 2 goals, but one more would certainly be what they like to get this a little more comfortable. And look at Baynock coming through their clutch for Boise State in that mid-air play he thrived in, and just the rotations, the control off the bumper there into the goal.
So high off the wall. He does. He gets it in there. Zenith wanting to get a little bit of momentum at the end of this game. Can they get 3 points? Hard to tell. They can get momentum back in this. Zenith with a nice high. No one to follow. He tries to follow his own. He gets up. Little press off the wall. Nami trying to put it in position. High off the back cross. And Tacky is going to be able to just touch it and make it get out of their way a little bit. Baynock with a shot. It's going to go left. A real quick return. Cosmo Buster. Now they're just volleying back and forth like tennis stars, back and forth. Can anybody get the smash? No. Baynock? No. Off the right side. Can't do it. Cosmo with a pass. No one over there to take that pass, though. Not sure what that was all about. Nami trying to center it again. Baynock going to push it away. Baynock follows. Can he get the dunk? Can't quite get the dunk. Great pressure, though. They may not hit on these, but they're getting a lot of value out of just keeping it in front of their goal.
Well, yeah, and we have a goal like this, 3 goals and only 45 seconds left. It might just be a thing of them not getting too greedy with it and just trying to score, keep the clock running out. Mount Vernon desperately needs to score some goals now, but the Broncos might be finding one of them. Look at Cosmo Buster just coming through. Look at this control from him. We see Baynock here over to Tacky. All 3 players getting in on this pass, and off the underside is going to get the perfect angle to redirect it back into the goal. And now 4 goals in 32 seconds. That is indeed a tough order to fill. But Cosmobuster's going to get the better of that 50-50. Baynock's going to try to come in maybe to get some sort of cheeky.
Oh,
There
Tacky!
We're talking about cheeky goals. Look at Tacky here.
Oh, my
He's gonna
goodness.
Get himself a hat trick as well.
Aggressiveness
And what a goal to get a
defined
hat
as
trick
doing the
in.
thing your opponent does not expect at the time. Do not expect it! And that's what he did. They were just trying to get control of it again, and Tacky knocks it through.
25 seconds left now, and Bronco victory is seeming more and more like a sure thing. Look at Cutbuster here, standing behind to cheat the ball after the initial 50-50, and Tacky almost came in trying to score another goal, but thanks to Brownie, that was deflected over into the corner. And I don't know what Cougars can do left to try to win this game. It seems like the Broncos only have one more game they need to win now to take this overall match, and that is going to do for the second match. At least when the ball hits the ground, it will end. But even if the Cougars were able to get a goal here, they would still face a 4-goal deficit, and that is going to do it for the Cougars in that second round. The Broncos taking a great victory in that second round. Now they only need their match point.
Fish, is this the group that you expected to see on the pitch tonight? I think that he would say that it is. A little bit of an audio. We've got his full video back. There we go. I like it. Oh, we had you for a second. Check that mute one more time.
Might just still be.
We can
might
see
just
you,
be
though.
still experiencing
Here,
a few
you
issues.
move your lips, and I'll pretend I'm you.
I like that idea.
I love it. So, 10 shots by Boise State, 4 shots by Mount Vernon. The difference, side control, which this game doesn't count, I would bet probably about 3.5 minutes Boise State.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes Boise State. That's some great side control there, Fish. If you were with me, blink twice. But it is some. Yeah, thank you. There it is. There it is. We're still here. We're still all here together in spirit. But a great performance by the Broncos, nonetheless. And they only need one more win here, Doc, to get this victory and continue a good performance so far in this tournament, at least as far as this squad with Baynock, Tackydoo, and Cosmo Buster is concerned. Now we see Cosmo Buster is going to try to push it back over to Mount Vernon territory.
Big shot!
And a great shot by Baynock. I experienced a little bit of lag there, but when it got up, all I could see was Baynock driving it into the goal. And that's some great play between the team members there. Going to find themselves an early lead, not even 10 seconds into the match.
And the early lead is really going to help the Broncos. Comes off the wall, but no one back there. Maybe Baynock gets a piece. Not quite organized enough in that chaotic. But now, all 3 of Mount Vernon on the side of Boise State. They were able to knock it out, get it out of the backfield. No one in position. Maybe a little bit. Baynock really can't. A little pass back, but no one's there. Taggy normally midfield, able to do that. Stolen by Brownie, but he's not able to get anything from it. Cosmo Buster dribbles at mid-center. Flicks, no one able to follow up. Nami able to steal it from him. Just needed Tacky a moment ago. Tacky blows him up, but not before he gets the shot off. Dozina back now, going back for some more boost. Brownie in a position, can't really dunk on it. They're just not able to get in a good position. Finally, a nice shot there by Nami. A little bit to the left. Broncos getting control back on their side.
And now Broncos are more than control. Another goal. Tacky's going to be the one to get it this time. It's from midfield. Look at Tacky able to get the opportunity right after he was demoed also. So even though he was demoed, he's got to have seen that goal go in right off the cross, putting the Broncos into a 2-0 lead. 50-50 heading over to Broncos, but Cosmobuster is going to be right there to clear it back out. Here comes Baynock in the corner, centering it up for the teammates. Brownie comes in, going to get a small clear off and might be a large clear. If he can play it around Tacky, Tacky's going to be able to get the save and keep a goal from being scored. And now he's going to push it off the wall over to Baynock, who looks to get a clear, but it's not fast enough to prevent the
shot by
attack. Where, yeah, Cosmo Buster is going to be the one credited with the save there. And now back over, maybe the Broncos can turn this into a goal as Cosmo centers it up. Assist from Baynock, but not quite there to get the goal. Tacky's going to keep the Broncos' hopes alive, though, but not if it can get deflected by the Cougars and push back over into Bronco territory.
Yeah, that was a huge clear by Mount Vernon. As I rejoined everyone here in Boise State, hopefully going to prove that I'm not the bad luck charm, as right now Donnie's going to keep it on the side. Baynock, though, just able to disrupt that ball. Bouncing in front, goes over one member of the Cougars, and Baynock able to regain control until Nami clears it down. Tacky will block it, but get blown up in the process. Now we see Donzith coming down, stolen away by Cosmo Buster. Tacky racing down. He has a member right in front of the goal. If he can get it there, plays it around one, off the wall. Baynock's there, not the angle he wanted, though. So that is going to be an opportunity for the Cougars as Cosmo Buster redresses just to the side. Middle of the field and a shot by Baynock. What a shot and a steal to make it 3-0.
That just came out of nowhere. Look at Baynock here. All sneaky is going to push it right in there. And we're about halfway in. The Broncos having a 3-0 lead. They got to feel good about their chances of taking home the whole match right now. But the Cougars had a great performance in round one. Maybe they can get a good performance like that right there. They're going to score their goal. As you can see right here, off the 50-50, it's going to be pushed back over and then followed up by the teammate to get there. 3-1 in the match thus far. Halfway into the match exactly with 2 minutes 30 seconds left. Dak's going to get the better of that 50-50. It gets pushed back over by the Cougars. In comes Gossbuster to stop shot on goal. Back towards Cougars goal. Gossbuster rushes in to try to play it around them, and it gets hit back and forth a bit. So now he's going to have to rotate out as Tacky comes in. Is going to be able to center it, but Gossbuster a little bit too far back. That's not quite the opportunity that they wanted, so they're going to wait and see if they can get another here. And now it's going to come through with Brownie trying to get a clear. Gossbuster right there to prevent that from happening. Back towards the corner of Mount Vernon. Tacky is not quite going to be able to get the centering pass there, so Gossbuster once again having to keep it the side control going for Boise State.
Yeah, Boise State, Tacky able to intercept that pass. Still going to go down into the Broncos side, though. One member of the Cougars will miss. Tacky waiting as Cosmobuster going to get the big killer down. Wants to follow it up. Tries to play it over one. Does just that, but it is going to be stolen away in midair. Tacky not able to recover it, but Baynock just barely keeps it on the Cougars side. Rel bouncing around in the mid. Finally, Donzith is going to push it down into the Bronco corner. Going to be missed on the ball, though, however, by his teammate. He will recover it as Cosmobuster couldn't quite gain full control in front of the Bronco net. Here comes Tacky. He's going to clear it away right over Baynock and a charging member of the Cougars. And now could be Boise State's opportunity. Cosmobuster's shot, though, just goes wide. Tacky tries to recover. Still in front of the net. Tries to control the ball. Unfortunately, just a little bit to the left. And a full counterattack now coming down in the corner.
And now with less than 1 minute remaining, Mount Vernon, from the performance we've been seeing from the Cougars thus far, I definitely wouldn't put them out. They haven't allowed a lot of goals from Boise State, and right now with the side control on their side, they might be able to score another goal here as Brownie is going to ham right into Tacky and demo him, and now they might turn that into a goal, but Tacky respawns just in time to be able to get a nice clear back toward Cougars. And look out for Baynock to get a little bit of cleanup and score right on an open goal, and also secure himself a hat trick too.
Yeah, that'll happen when you're trying to go out on the offensive there. We saw Brownie was trying to quickly corral it in the corner. Mount Vernon couldn't afford to waste more time, and Baynock able to just easily put that one in the back of the net and hopefully secure this Broncos victory. But a lot of things can happen. We've seen 3 goals in 34 seconds, so the Cougars would need 3 goals in the next 15, and time ticking down. It is on the Broncos side if they can get a shot on goal. Baynock not quite able to clear it away. Will play it off the rebound. Brownie tries to keep it alive in it, but time is ticking down, and Boise State well on their way to securing this match. Just 3 seconds left. Tacky can't corral it, but that ball's on the ground already. So Boise State will be your winners.
And you are currently watching, or you have watched, Boise State versus Mount Vernon Nazarene University, the Broncos versus the Cougars, and the Broncos taking the victory in this Skillshot College varsity tournament, one of these new tournaments that has just been formed in the wake of some larger tournaments like NACE and TESPA suspending their events, and we can see Fish has rejoined us. I am with you as well, and rejoining, if there's any time for you to rejoin Fish, it would probably be now, because of the Broncos, you were able to see them win the series.
Yeah, I was able to see Boise State win the series. I was able to catch bits and pieces of it in multiple ways, trying to connect back. So it did look like a very good play, a very well played series from Boise State overall. A lot of dominating performances, which is something that you're used to seeing with this team of Cosmo, Buster, Baynock, and Tacky. So Not really shocked. I'm bummed that I missed it, but as you said, Jim Mount, I'm excited that I was able to get back for the last half of Game 3 and watch Boise State close out the series.
Well, that is not the only game tonight. You can still catch more Rocket League action as we are going to go into the next game. Boise State versus Virginia Wesleyan. It looks like, I would say that's a swordfish, if I'm not mistaken, if that is their mascot. I am looking it up right now just to make sure that I am not getting... Yeah, that's why I'm looking it up. Yeah, that's why I want to make sure that I'm not messing up. I gotta really give it to them. The Marlins, yeah, they are the Marlins. I gotta give it to them. I like that mascot. I just like seeing like a seafaring mascot actually, because so many mascots are land-dwelling carnivores. The Broncos, a land-dwelling animal, but a more herbivore. So you can.
I was gonna say, I hope there's no Broncos that are carnivores, because we're in for a world of Jim Mountain if that's the case.
Well, based on some of their performance, sometimes they are out for blood if they are in the lead and dominating a certain match. You can see there what we all hope to return to at some point or another, the arena, the Boise State Esports Arena. Still waiting for all of us to return, all of the machines still running, their silent humming echoing through the empty building, awaiting our return. But we're not down and out. We are still bringing you esports action and some good stuff at that, with the Broncos getting that first victory. Now we'll see, Fish, if the other squad of Ace Pocket, LC Crow, and Witten can pull out a victory versus the Marlins.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I know that squad's coming off a disappointing result in the first game of this tournament, but what a way to turn it around. You follow up a performance by the other Boise State team with your own win, so Boise State can go 2-0 in the evening. So yeah, I think we're in for an exciting game. I really like watching this squad play. Some of the plays they make are just incredible. So yeah, great chance for them to turn it around. Great chance for Boise State to go 2-0 on the day in the tournament. So off to a fast start. Hopefully they can keep that momentum going.
Yeah, now, Fish, what do you think? Because we did see from the Cougars, they did have some good moments, and they were able, at least in the first and third games, to really keep it from being a shutout from the Broncos. So what do you think are the keys to success that really, if other teams want to come back and perform good against the Broncos, what do we normally see from those teams?
Well, I think it does depend on which squad they're playing. They're equal and skillful, but they just have their own unique tendencies. So if we're talking about the team we just saw, I think if a team can clog up the passing lane, sort of shut down that Cosmo Buster Baynock and Tacky connection, I think that is one way to really sort of hamper that team, because they play so well as a team. For the team that's coming up, I think if you could just get big clears and have side control, this team with Ace Pocket, LC Core, and Waiton has sometimes, when they do, struggled to get those big clears, and they've allowed 10, 11, 12 shots on goal in a game. So for this squad, if you can prevent the big clear, you have a really good shot against the squad that we're seeing coming up.
Well, also, hello to everyone joining us in chat. A good number of Stabobos coming through in the emotes. So always nice to see people joining regularly to cheer on Broncos. And again, one look there at the arena that I hope to return to. I don't know about you, Fish, but seeing that broadcast desk, my goodness, it's something that you don't realize good you have it until you miss it.
Yeah, that broadcast definitely miss. I don't miss the commute, even though it is only 5 minutes for me. It is nice to not have to get out on the road, find a place to park, all that nonsense. But no, you're 100% right. I can't wait to get back in there. Can't wait for things to just, everything to settle down in the world, to just have some fun and focus on Rocket League. As you can see, your tournament rules for the skill shot tournament that Boise State in soccer, 3v3, 3-player rosters with 1 sub, 4 team pools. They play twice a week. Top 2 teams will advance. So basically the standard soccer rules. Who would have guessed that they're basing soccer on soccer, Jim Mountain?
Yeah, it really is mind-blowing. We do see Denver Yeti saying, well, where else would we be, Jim? We're kind of stuck, so we got to, tune into the stream. I got to say that is true, although I do have to say, Fish, for those who might be watching who might not be in the local Boise area, even inside our houses doesn't seem as safe anymore based on what we had a day or two ago. We had a bit of a shakeup, a bit of an earthquake, a 6.5 actually hit a bit north of us and caused a good bit of shaking here. So it certainly is a wild time right now. A lot of stuff going on, but if anything, showing the resilience of our Broncos continuing through thick and thin.
Oh yeah, Boise State is not going to be stopped by anything, be global pandemic or be at the first earthquake in Boise in I think something like 30 years. So the Broncos are ready. I'm excited for this match. I can hear the countdown in my headset, so I'm definitely ready to go. Let's wrap this 2-0 Bronco victory. Not going to predict any predictions. I just want to wrap it up with a win and really have that good feeling as, I sit in my house for the next 24 hours.
You didn't predict. You said, I want. Okay, that's just you wishing what would happen.
I got to clear myself, though, because Twitch chat might be all over me if I don't, make sure I clarify there. It's like those legal loopholes. I'm just cleaning everything up, Gem Mountain.
Well, I will say it's good that you're clearing your base, keeping your bases cleared for Twitch chat, covering your bases, for Twitch chat, because as soon as you rejoin the broadcast, someone says, Fish rejoins the broadcast and another team scores instantly. Coincidence? So, some in the Twitch chat can be a superstitious bunch, so it's always good to make sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted when it comes to predictions and jinxing things. And we are going to get into the match right now. You see the Broncos are going to be the orange team now. As you can see, Virginia Wesleyan is going to be in the blue. And right now it's just kind of being batted back and forth. Ace Pocket is going to try to set it up. Not a Duck is going to come in and miss it. And Wayton's going to come in and get the first goal for Boise State.
Yeah, great job by Boise State capitalizing on Virginia Wesleyan being out of position. Only one man back at the goal, and he would have had to make a mobile save on Not a Duck. So Boise State doing a great job passing the ball around, getting an open shot on goal, and converting for the first shot. 50-50 ball. Gonna go over to Ace Pocket down in the corner. That's gonna be a shot on goal just above. I thought that was gonna be a second goal very quickly. Circuit tries to drive it home, but Nero is there to turn it away. Wade not able to stop him there. Nero driving down, accelerates just past Ace Pocket down in the corner, steals the full boost, tries to play it around Circuit, not quite able to do it, and Wayton's going to be there for the clear. Now running down, it is a one-on-one. If Wayton gets a shot on goal, but Nero able to retreat in time and put a save on. Circuit now in the corner, puts the centering shot. Clear is going to come out. Wayton in front of his own net gets what would have been a very nice save if he had been just a bit further back. Ace Pocket now in the corner, gets disrupted on his dribble. Nero and Not a Duck combined, but both miss on the ball. A costly double commit for Virginia Wesleyan. The Marlins would have had a great shot had they both not gone for that ball. Blue Blood is going to try and stop it. Circuit's going to get a full clear. Ace Pocket down in the corner. Tries to play it around one. Unfortunately, it's demoed and the ball goes racing back to his own side. He will respawn. Ball bouncing right towards him. Wayton is there, able to play it around just one. Actually gets it around Nero as well. Ace Pocket can't even survive right now, Jim Mountain. That's a second demo in 40 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta say, if the demos keep going on to Ace Pocket, I might have to wonder if some sort of investigation needs to be. Maybe they see the rabbit ears and just assume with rabbits and good luck that he needs to be demoed a few times to make sure the playing field is even. But the Broncos don't necessarily need luck with the skill that we can see from them. Right now in the center of the field, Not a Duck's going to hover over the ball, and in comes Circuit, who's actually going to be on the team, subbing out for LC Puro. And now Ace Pocket is going to try to center it up. It just stays in the right side of the field, and now going to be cleared back over toward the Broncos. But Wayton is going to keep that from happening. Now he's in the corner, sets it up for Ace Pocket, who comes in and gets a shot on goal, but Nero is going to be able to save the ball and keep Virginia Wesleyan from getting 2-goal deficit. Now the Broncos are going to try again with the side control, which they've been pretty good with so far, Fish. They haven't necessarily allowed Virginia Wesleyan to keep the ball in their side of the field for long. Being able to get clears like that, prevent clears from the Marlins coming through, and now maybe a goal on here. Not a Duck's going to deflect that. But like I was saying, Fish, good side control from the Broncos.
Yeah, Boise State's been doing an excellent job keeping side control, and when Virginia Wesleyan does have it, they've been able to get these big clears like you can see right there with Ace Pocket over to Wayton to put the pressure back on the Marlins. Nero just able to deflect that, and the ball goes just a little too high for Circuit to carry through and get a great shot on goal. Ball's going to go off the wall. Circuit's going to center it, but Not a Duck going to get the clear, but once again, Wayton is there to keep the side control up. Finally, a clear comes out from Nero, able to play it around two, and a huge save by Circuit. Keeps it in a 1-0 game for Boise State. This was all that side control, Jim Mountain, in a 1-0 game. One quick counterattack can change the whole thing. So Boise State looking for that insurance goal as we drop down under a minute and a half. clear going to come out from Waiton. Circuit racing down in the corner. Him and Not a Duck get tied up on the ball. Waiton and Blood will do the exact same thing. Blood's going to win it though. Push it down over to Not a Duck in the corner before Ace Pocket steals it one-on-one. Once again turned away by Blood though. So a huge clear comes out. Boise State still looking for that second goal here as Waiton and Circuit trying to combine on the give and go. Not able to happen. That's an open net for Virginia Wesleyan if the Broncos can take advantage. Unfortunately, a weak touch by Waiton, not able to do it. Double commit though by the side of the Marlins. Opens Ace Pocket up for a steal. Can't quite get it off the wall though, Jim Mountain. So it looks like Virginia Wesleyan should have a chance here.
It could have a chance, but not if Waiton is going to come in and keep the side control going for the Broncos back into the corner. Here comes Circuit trying to set it up. The ball heads over to the other corner, maybe just a bit too fast. Ace Pocket waiting for the right time or heading back so that he can play some defense when it's needed, but it's not going to be enough as Not a Duck comes in and finds the equalizer for the Marlins. Just 30 seconds left. Let's take another look at that as Not a Duck almost going with all three Broncos surrounding him, is just going to rush in and get the goal for himself. And now the Marlins are back into this match. The Broncos would need to score a goal in the next 30 seconds to keep this from going into overtime. And they might get it right there, but now the Ducks in the middle. Another shot on goal, off the crossbar and down into the goal as Circuit is going to come through with a very clutch goal for the Broncos.
Yeah, that was a huge goal. Great follow-up on the rotation there. A slight double commit by Virginia Wesleyan brought both Marlins out of the goal, and that gives Boise State the lead, but there's still 20 seconds left, and we've seen Jim Mountain time and time again. Anything can happen on the 50-50 ball. Boise State will win it. Ace Pocket's going to follow it up down into the corner. Circuit puts a centering shot on. Waiton tries to follow it up. Can't quite get it. It does get demoed in the process. That's going to open up maybe one chance here for the Marlins. Waiton, though, with a huge save and clear. Going to be kept alive by Blood. The Marlins are going to have to score in the air. Nobody there, though, so Boise State, by the skin of their teeth, able to win Game 1. You're watching the Skill Shot Collegiate Varsity Tournament. It is Boise State versus Virginia Wesleyan here, and just a really good first match.
A great first match. You are watching the Broncos versus the Marlins. Boise State versus Virginia Wesleyan in the Skill Shot College varsity match in Rocket League. You can see I am joined by Fish as the Broncos have started off on a good, again, trying to get another match win, making a 2-0 for the day. And they did a great job, especially considering how the Marlins almost made that go into overtime. We had 8 shots on goal to 5 in that match.
Yeah, both teams did a really good job. It felt like sometimes Boise State on the offensive side maybe tried to look for the extra pass. It didn't take a cleaner shot on goal, or you just put a shot on goal. I think that's why the shot totals were closer. I think Boise State definitely had side control a lot longer in this game. They just tried to set up maybe too perfect of a goal and just trying, instead of trying to put up something on goal, as Nero had 3 saves. He was huge for the Marlins. So for Boise State, I think if you play that game again, they would be very happy to have that amount of side control. Maybe if they can put a couple more shots on goal, maybe do something like 10 or 11 shots, they'd be very comfortable here. Their defense was solid as well. It was just one misplay by Ace Pocket, just missing that ball. So Boise State has to be happy with the way they played, just not with the result of a 1-goal game.
But a win is a win, and hopefully the Broncos can get some more wins coming through here as Waiton is going to try to push that towards a goal for a bit of an early goal, but it's not going to work. And now the Broncos find it in their territory. Circuit comes in, is going to play it off the wall to find the clear, but before Ace Pocket can use that, it's going to get pushed right back toward the Broncos' goal. So take 2 on the clear as Nero comes in, but he's not going to be there fast enough. Ace Pocket is going to score the goal on what was probably an open goal there. You can see a wonderful team play there. Just a little bit of a lob off of Ace Pocket's front bumper is going to push that into the Marlins goal. Give the Broncos an early lead yet again.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about in our in-between matches. Sometimes just putting a shot on goal is better than no shot. As Circuit's going to try and dribble it in front of the net, just gets turned away by Not a Duck. They were right there in front of the net, just couldn't quite get the angle. Blood's going to get the clear down into the corner. Waiting is there to push it away though, and he may now be able to follow it up down into the corner, trying to fake out. Not a duck will do just that, but Nero comes flying in. Doesn't fall for the second fake. Circuit's going to come in, clear it down to Ace Pocket, who can't quite get to the ball. Blood can't either though, so Boise State able to keep the pressure on. Waiting down into the corner, place it up over Blood. Circuit goes up for the ball, and he's going to put it home. Boise State, what a goal there from Circuit.
Yeah, Circuit showing that even though he is subbing in, he has the skills to deserve a spot on the team. Getting the second goal for the Broncos only a minute into the match now, and they've got to be feeling a lot better having that insurance goal there. 50-50 is going to come through. The ball goes slightly toward the Broncos goal as they look to clear it. Here comes Ace Pocket. It's going to hit that right off of his roof, but instead it is going to be pushed back toward the Broncos. Finds the goal, keeping the Marlins in the match.
Just a really excellent solo play there by Nero. Going to be two members on the ball. Puts it right in the net. Circuit had tried to rise up to contest that shot a little bit earlier, and just a great play by Nero to make it 2-1. And once again, 50-50 ball going to take it tied up in the mid. Ace Pocket tried to cheat it out, but it bounces off a member of Virginia Wesleyan, so it won't go in on the goal. Waiting now in the corner. Going to put the centering shot up for Circuit. Once again, he's going to put it in the back of the net. What a shot by Circuit.
Yeah, Circuit's been coming through here as a clutch goal maker for the Broncos. Going to be able to put it in the upper left corner there, secure the third goal. Now as we look for the next 50-50 coming through here, off to the corner of Virginia Wesleyan, where it's set up for Circuit, but instead it was deflected right over back to midfield. Ace Pocket comes in, pushes it back toward the corner, centers it up for Circuit, who comes in and secures the hat trick.
Boise State has really been setting Circuit up. He's done such an excellent job reading where his teammates are going to put the ball, seeing exactly that Ace Pocket's going to put it in front of the net, and he just has to go and get it, and then beats a member of the Marlins for the hat trick as the hats come raining down on the 50-50 ball. Circuit not quite able to beat Not a Duck. Ball's going to go bouncing into the Bronco corner. Blood is there, followed up by Nero. That shot on goal deflected though. Ace Pocket with a great save. Keep the Broncos lead at 3 goals. Not a Duck gonna get a shot on goal and demoed in the process. Ace Pocket once again with another huge save for Boise State. Waiting and trying to play it off the ceiling. There is Circuit, a shot on goal. Gonna be turned away. Multiple Marlins were there. A double commit on a shot by Ace Pocket. Waiting's gonna keep it alive over to the corner. Ace Pocket shot just a little bit high. Waiting not able to follow it up either. The crossbar on the side of the Marlins on that one. Nero not able to play it off the ceiling. Not a Duck gonna get a little physical with Ace Pocket there and clear the ball into the Broncos half. Waiting though, up in the air, right off the ceiling, gonna try and follow it up. Will be met though by Blood, and Not a Duck able to get the clear down. Circuit is waiting, beats Nero to the ball, preventing any shot on goal, and now Boise State has a chance. Down in the corner off Circuit, tries to play his own rebound. Ball is still waiting for another member of Boise State. Waiting, tries to put it up. Nero can't quite get to it off the wall. Drives under it. Ace Pocket demos him. Doesn't get a touch on the ball. That might have been a goal, but he was just a little bit too below the ball. Does get the demo in the process, and Boise State able to keep the pressure on until finally a clear comes out, but Circuit's just there. Another clear back and forth. We're starting to play volleyball here, Jim, but Boise State comfortably ahead.
Whether you're playing volleyball or soccer, the Broncos cannot be upset with a 4-1 lead right now, as Ace Pocket's going to try to make it 5-1, play it off the wall, set it up for a teammate, but they are not going to be able to find the goal there. Excuse me, Waiting does find the goal. Lag, what are you doing? Internet lag, you're making me look foolish right now. As I say, they don't score a goal. Waiting proves me wrong, finding the 5th for the Broncos.
Yeah, the team play for Boise State has been excellent so far. Tons of goals off of rebounds. Just a great job overall by Boise State. That 50-50 ball nearly goes in the back of the net for Boise State. They got to be careful even with a 4-goal lead. Ball now bouncing around in the top of the corner there. Ace Pocket able to just clear. Waiting to go with it as well. He has an open goal, but unfortunately can't take the shot he wants. Blood is able to disrupt it. Not a Duck now going to put a shot on goal. That one will go wide. Nero down in the corner. Able to beat Wade to the ball. Ace Pocket goes chasing after it. Not a Duck going to keep it alive in front of the Bronco net. Blood's going to put a shot on goal just above the crossbar. Nero, though, follows it up, and he's going to make it 5-2.
Nero has really been MVP for Virginia Wesleyan, not only being there to get most of the saves, but now all of the goals for the Marlin. The most shots, the most saves, and I would be willing to bet the most goals as well. That's how you know you're a star player on your team. 50-50 head over to Bronco territory, and before it can be cleared, it is instead going to be contested by the Marlins. Blood is credited with a shot on goal. I don't necessarily see how that was registered as a shot on goal, so it looked like they were all fighting for it in the corner, but this might be a shot on goal if they can get a good clear here, which the Marlins do. Circuit comes rushing in to prevent that from being another shot on goal. Not a duck gets the shot, and it is saved by Wade.
Yeah, Boise State right now just trying to find that clear. Wait, racing down into the corner, able to play it around Blood. Might have an opportunity, just runs out of boost in the air. Nero back in time to recover. 30 seconds left, and the Marlins are going to need a clear and a goal very soon. Circuit able to play it around a couple, ball bouncing in front of the Marlins net. Unfortunately, Ace Pocket not able to get there, but now he's going to rise up off the rebound. Nero, though, is able to turn it away. The Marlins have not been able to find a clear, and with 15 seconds left, they are going to need a goal basically 10 seconds ago if they want to keep this going. Meanwhile, it's Boise State and Circuit. Why not have a fourth goal this game with a great shot on goal?
Yeah, just a bit of icing on the cake. You could see it was played off of the corner wall there, back towards the center where Circuit was waiting to get the next goal. And I don't necessarily see how the Marlins can get 4 goals in 10 seconds. I've seen some crazy stuff, but not quite that crazy. As with 5 seconds left, the ball just needs to hit the ground, and the Broncos will have their second victory in this match. Just needs to hit the ground, which it will, and the Broncos are now 1 off from getting the match victory in this match, which is the Broncos versus the Marlins, Boise State versus Virginia Wesleyan in the Skill Shot College Varsity Rocket League match. I am your host, Jacob Jim Mountain Palmer, joined by Michael Fish Fisher. And Fish, I want to pose this question to you as we're starting to get the stats coming in. Circuit getting 8 shots in that round. But it's just a more general question I want to ask you, Fish, because you kind of alluded to it in a comment you made when I asked what other teams need to do to kind of succeed against the Broncos. So you said, well, it kind of depends on what the team composition is. What do you think the biggest difference and just like general play style you think you see between the different squads, between, you know, what we see with Baynock, Taki, and Casabuster, and then LC Furrow, who's out this game, Circuit, Ace Pocket, and of course Wade.
I think the biggest difference is the Casabuster Baynock squad. They set up more passes for each other. There's nothing wrong with that. I even said sometimes it's taking the extra pass isn't the best way to do it because you clog up the ball, you slow it down, and the team can put it away. But that first squad that we saw today playing first, they just have a lot more passes, especially between Casabuster and Baynock. That is what they do. But this team that we're seeing right here, they've been starting to adapt that style. They haven't had as many passes, but they've had great rotations. Circuit benefiting the most, scoring 4 goals that match. He's been off the rebound, putting the ball in the back of the net. So they're not quite passes like we see with the first squad, but they basically become passes off of a great rebound here. And 50-50 ball, almost Boise State was going to score. Unfortunately, just got tangled up a little bit. And now the Marlins might have a chance. Ball goes off the back, but unfortunately no one there for the Marlins to follow it up. Boise State able to get the clear. Wait now, going to try and play it off the wall. Nero will rise up and clear it all the way down to the Broncos side. Ace Pocket not quite able to get there. Demolition happens off screen on a Notaduck. Shot on goal! Oh, Ace Pocket just can't quite get there, and the Marlins will score first.
I gotta say, we're all kind of dealing with lag now, and thanks to the lag, I was able to, right there, that split second before the ball went in, that's where my screen hung for about 5 to 10 seconds. Making that goal just hurt all the more, and just seeing that the Broncos tried to save it but weren't able to. But look at Ace Pocket here, off the 50-50. He's just gonna do some great solo play of his own, play it around, not a duck. Flip it into the goal. Nero came rushing in, trying for a last-minute save. Not quite fast enough, and the Broncos have equalized this just seconds after they were scored on. Now here comes the next 50-50 off to the side. Waiting is going to go up the wall, play it toward the center. Circuit is waiting in the center to try to get another shot. Instead, it goes back over to the corner. Nero now is going to try to find a clear of his own, but in comes Ace Pocket. It's going to get pushed out of the way, so the shot he was going for did not come through. Now Circuit is going to try to contest with Nero yet again. In comes Not a Duck to keep the ball up in the air in the corner. Circuit disrupts that. Now gets the centering pass. Here comes Wade. Not quite towards the goal where he wanted it to be. 4 minutes left in the match. A shot on goal coming through very slowly. Plenty of time for Nero to save it.
Now Blood is able to get a clear away, but Ace Pocket comes flying in. Wade may have an opportunity here, but Neuro will meet him at the ball, preventing him from getting a shot on goal. Blood now down in the corner, going to play it off the back wall. Can't follow up his own rebound, though. Circuit able to turn away off the Broncos' top of the net. Blood trying to follow that one up. That one was far to the left. Waiting is there. Can't quite beat Blood to the ball, however, so he will have to retreat. Now a huge clear comes down from Circuit. Waiting, trying to set up for a centering pass there. Circuit kind of stalled out. Might have been a communication issue there for Boise State. And that's going to open up a huge counterattack. And Neuro going to get his 4th goal of the series and make it 2-1.
It has been all Nero for the Marlins, being the one to keep them in the game as a competitive threat to the Broncos. And now the Broncos are in a position that I don't think we've seen this match thus far, and that is them behind, looking to try to get equalized. I guess we did see it with the first goal, but now consistently it's been the Marlins that are putting the pressure on the Broncos to try to tie it up. And Ace Pocket in the air, looks like he was going to try to play it off of his own clear. Didn't quite come through, so Waiton is now going to go off to the corner with a shot on goal. Nero is able to find the save. Here comes Ace Pocket yet again, trying to center it. It pushes it into Not a Duck, not allowed to be centered. Now Blood is going to look for the clear yet again. It is going to come through as Nero tries to get the shot on goal, but Ace Pocket with a great deflect is able to keep it off to the side of the field. Now Blood yet again tried to get another shot there. Now Circuit is going to look at Nero preventing that clear from coming through. That is a great play as he also steals the boost from Boise State, but both of them miss and not able to get the goal, and that is a clear opening for the Broncos. But not if Not a Duck has anything to say about it, as the Marlins have now been very forceful on the side control, keeping it in Bronco territory for a long time. But that's going to change as Ace Pocket comes rushing in there, followed up by Circuit to try to start another offensive push.
Yeah, immediately though, Neuro's going to get a clear shot on goal, and what a play by Neuro for the hat trick. He came racing in, played it off the hood of Waiton, who was just trying to get back to stop it. What aerial control by Neuro to make that 3 goals in this game for him.
Yeah, he's been the star player for... Yes, the hats fall for everybody. 50... Oh, you go ahead, Fish.
50-50 ball here. Boise State just trying to rally there. Bloodshot going to go off the top of the crossbar. He will run into Waiton, stopping a clear there. Boise State going to try and find a goal very quickly. We usually talk, Jim, about 30 seconds for every goal, just if you're being conservative. So Boise State has about 40 seconds or so to find their first goal here, but unfortunately, a huge clear going to come down from Nero. Who else down in the corner? Circuit just able to stop it, then gets driven out of the picture. Ace Pocket with a great play. Waiton can't quite follow it up as Not a Duck was waiting. Ball bouncing in front of the Marlins net. Nero is there. Circuit not quite able to get a touch, but he does pass it to Ace Pocket, who unfortunately misses on the ball. Circuit goes for the demo onto Not a Duck, as he will get the clear as Waiton wasn't there for the ball in time. Not a Duck now down in the corner. Minute 13 remaining for Boise State, down 2 goals. Double commit on that ball. Waiton just able to bounce it away from in front of his own net, but Neuro, who else for the Marlins, is there, the hero of this match, keeping them alive on match point. But now, dangerous clear there, but Not a Duck waiting back there, able to get it. A minute left. Shot on goal. Turned away by Circuit, keeping the Broncos' hopes alive. Blood tries to stop it, is able to keep it alive, but Boise State is going to need a big clear and fast. Neuro can't quite get to it as Waiton gets the ball. Now down on the side, Ace Pocket chasing, shot on goal, gonna go just a little bit high. Not a Duck misses on it. Circuit shot though goes wide as well. Another follow for Boise State by Waiton. He's gonna put it in the back of the net. And there's still hope, Gem Mountain.
There is still hope. 37 seconds left. That is enough time for the Broncos to maybe drive this into overtime. We are just going
That's hot. That's hot.
Get it while it's hot. Cause in another week it will be not.
Turn off the lights and let me feel you. I don't wanna think about myself right now. Stay out all night because I want to. Wake up in the morning and I'm hollowed out. I drew the outline on the paper, now I'm running out of space. Family at the dinner table, but I don't have a place. Where will we go? Why am I afraid to be alone? Sinking in petals, looking for the bottom. Where will we go? Cried on the phone again, I'm sorry. You don't need to think about me breaking down. Looking for guidance, but there's no advice to give, 'cause I'm the only one who can figure it out. Where will we go? Oh, why am I afraid to be alone? Sinking in petals, looking for the bottom. Where will we go? Where will we go?
and I just wonder why I'm buried in a suit I'd never buy, a suit I'd never buy.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
I excited the enemy. I am under attack. This will restore me.
Did you bring me
The enemies of Talon will be eliminated.
Did you bring me a present?
Hello.
Hard work pays off.
My will made real.
Double kill.
I'm overloading.
Your injuries are costly. An expedient solution. Yahi param vastavik hai. Allow me to repair the damage.
Bursting the bellow.
Peace be upon you. Hurry. Hurry. Hurry.
Did you bring me a present?
Locked, and no one can hide from my
I
sight.
didn't ask for your
Crazy.
Into position.
I'm overloading.
Did you bring me a present?
Yahi param vastavik hai.
Bursting the bellow.
They say, hey, I can't stay late playing on my video game. You got things to do. You need to wake up early and read the morning news. Maybe I fit in.
Hard work pays off.
Maybe I'd fit in if I tried a little more just to act like them. Play my video game. 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 They say, hey, I can't spend all my money on my deadbeat friends. They need things to do. They need to go out and look for jobs.
Bingo!
Do. Maybe I'd fit in if I tried a little more just to look like them. Maybe I'd fit in if I tried a little more just to act like them. Play my video game. Play my video game. Play my video game. Play my video game. I'd fit in if
Yahi param vastavik hai.
Meteor strike!
Multiversum singt für mich!
Initiating match.
Welcome into this Boise State Esports Friday edition of Overwatch. Boise State playing in the Collegiate Clash as we've done for the last 2 Fridays. I am your host, Michael Fisher, and I am being joined alongside by Nerdy Bird, who's going to be casting these games with me today. Nerdy, are you excited for some more Overwatch today?
Heck yeah, I am. How are you doing with this isolation, Michael?
Oh, you know I'm doing great. I don't know if you're still in Boise, but we had some more earthquakes today, so that was a lot of fun as well. So it's just been a whole crazy 2020, so... Looks like we're going to actually just be dropping right in. There is no hesitation. Boise State playing UT Dallas, I believe, in this Collegiate Clash. So as we hop right in, looks like Pyros is going to be the first one to go down here. So we're waiting for the control point to unlock. Hello, going to pick up another kill as well. And unfortunately for the Broncos, they are going to have to reset here. And UT Dallas is going to start off the point. Little going to use the coalescence. Boise State can't even get out of their own spawn. Guac, Asu, Saladon, and Food all going to go down. Boise State not off to the start they want. Stacy's going to pick up another one. That's a team kill for UT Dallas. So Boise State can't even get out of their own spawn right now.
I feel like going into this next fight, Boise State might be coming into a pretty large disadvantage. If you look at the ultimates that they have coming online versus UT Dallas, Dallas still has an opportunity to counter as people pushing through this, even with their Doomfist ult down. Do you think Boise State's going to make it through the choke or not?
I think it's going to depend on when Louis wants to throw down the Shatter. I'm surprised he let it go off. He's only going to land blue with the Shatter. Unfortunately, Pyros is going to be the first one to take it down. Not quite able to pick up the Zarya, but a huge anti on the Hello is going to be one elimination for Boise State. They have lost a couple of members. The Nano did go out onto Guac, but Boise State finally able to sort of get into the offensive mode here. They are able to pick up a couple, and I think that Shatter only landing on one was huge for Boise State.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Even though it was on our main support, sometimes you can lose your main support and succeed. A lot of the time, so having your main support in that chat is a little risky, so maybe Dallas might start capitalizing on the one support being shattered, because one shatter could be enough to turn the fight, you know?
Yeah, well, it was just there for Boise State. Guac landed it on to, I think, 3 members of UT Dallas. They were able to eliminate them, also getting the stagger on Kinetic. Boise State now in the favorable position. They have finally gotten to the control point. They are going to have 3 ultimates available. Graviton Surge is going to come out there. It's going to be comboed together with the Sound Barrier and the Death Blossom. Only one member of Boise State going to go down. Asu had his own Sound Barrier as well. Guac not quite able to get the stun running into the other. Reinhardt Foods gets his Death Blossom to pick up one as well. So trading kills back and forth. Unfortunately, Boise State going to lose Air Reinhardt, but so will UT Dallas. So it's been a trade of tanks as the Meteor Strike is going to land on blue. And Boise State thought they were doing well there for a while, but just in a long engagement, and I think the higher ult percentage for UT Dallas will change that fight there.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Maybe just Boise State's got to work on playing out their ultimates a little bit better and going in, being ready to counter what Ult UT Dallas does have and will have coming online during the fight.
Well, going to be a coalescence there. Guac is going to get the nano. Unfortunately, he's not able to join the rest of his team as he had to rush onto the point to put us into overtime here, taking a ton of damage. No burst healing available. Is going to be stunned as well as Food with the shatter. They will both go down. Riptire coming out from Saladon, not able to land onto anyone, and it looks like Boise State going to be unable to hold this point. Asu, the final one to go down. Overtime ticking, but there's nobody left alive, so Boise State going to be up against it. They're going to lose the first map here.
You know, that's okay. Control Center's a little bit of a harder point to take back once you've lost it, just because of how tiny those chokes are. I feel like if we go back to Gardens or what's the last one? It's Gardens City Center?
I think so.
Off the top of my head. Okay, well, Gardens, I definitely feel like they have a better chance going through. We were actually practicing on that map just before this game started with our scrim team, so they are fresh and ready. It's just got to get used to how the other team plays first.
You're just joining us. It is the Collegiate Clash. Boise State taking on UT Dallas. Fish and Nerdy Bird on the call today on this Friday. It's a great way to stay in isolation and keep yourself distracted, though, so it should be a lot of fun. And the win here, and as you mentioned, they might be able to do it, and they are going to have a couple change-ups. They're going to have the teleport from Symmetra. And just a quick reminder before we get into the action, the bans this week are Brink, McCree, I'm thankful for that one, May, and Wrecking Ball. So you won't see any of those. You won't see any Deadeyes. I'm already excited for this match now. I don't have to waste my breath on wasted Deadeyes. But Boise State teleports right onto the point. Hello, though. Going to get the first kill onto Food. That Doomfist doing a ton of work for UT Dallas. Is dropping very low. Boise State unable to punish, though. Him jumping in on the back nine. AJ Little will go down. Stasis going to win the battle of the Reapers, though. Guaco's charging in. Will get a knockdown. Fortunate for Boise State, they haven't been able to parlay that into an elimination just yet. Guac dropping very low, but going to be kept alive. Boise State doing a fantastic job of contesting this point, even with a couple of members dead. Now Hello's going to jump in on the back line on the blue, able to survive. Just has to waste the healing grenade on herself, though. Guac will go down in the process. Is going to go on to Pyrus, though, who's doing an excellent job taking on the point for Boise State. Nearly has that Graviton surge up and available as Boise State now doing some work. Unfortunately, Blue going to get the meteor strike to the face at Boise State. It's just been a back and forth fight, Nerdy. Really, no team has been able to get the advantage. Just supports go down in the back line as they have some dive DPS for both sides.
Yeah, that was a pretty back and forth even fight, and I feel like going into this next one, it's going to be a game of mistakes. I feel like this is half-price Goats comp we're both running right now, even with the Symmetra here, so it's whoever gets that first ult in the right location that's really going to determine who wins the fight and gets the point back.
AJ Little going to open up the fighting with the coalescence. We are going to get a nano onto Kinetic. Louis going to use the shatter. It's going to whiff, and Boise State immediately punishes with the kill. Guac answers with his own. Just lands onto Stasis. Boise State not able to pick up a Reaper kill. Food is going to go down. Doomfist will go down. Saladon with a perfect opportunity for the Death Blossom. Going to pick up just a couple. Able to finish off Kinetic as well. So Boise State able to capitalize on that mistake you talked about, Ernie Bird, the missed shatter by UT Dallas, and the Broncos able to pull away with the victory fight.
Yeah, now at this rate, Boise just has to hold out for 2 more team fights, and they might be able to close this one map out of the 3, at least so far. I don't want to cast or curse us before we even get too deep into this round.
Well, Boise State's got to watch out for the Graviton Surge and the Death Blossom combo. Photon Barrier's going to go up from Food to start this fight, maybe try and stall on some of those ultimates. There is a Sleeping Hello in the backline. Saladon's going to pick him off. Only problem for Boise State is yeah, he met Blue there in the backline. Saladon going to try and teleport in now, pull his own little flank. And he's going to be kept alive. Coalescence is going to take down Guac. He's going to have to use his Sound Barrier. That's going to counteract the Graviton and the Death Blossom as much as it can. But for Boise State, unfortunately, all of those ultimates being committed by UT Dallas mean that the Dallas is going to win that fight.
That's okay because Boise State still has a major ultimate coming online. As you can see, Guac's 80% sitting on Shatter, and we've got Saladon with 70 on his Death Blossom. If they can combo those at the right time, there are no defensive ultimates ready on Dallas' side. They can take back that point for the one team fight they need and sustain for 20%. They can hold out and win this map.
Right now, we'll see how Boise State can do. They are at 80% as Dirty Bird mentioned. We'll see how they want to flank here. Saladon in on the backline. He is going to be taken out by Stasis, though Food will fall as well. So Boise State Doesn't look like they're going to be victorious in this fight. They don't have any DPS alive. They're going to try and just fall back, losing as little casualties as possible. Asu will go down. And he's sort of a stagger as we see Hello trying to maybe stagger another member. Pyro's going to fall off the edge. Blue will go down as well, so Boise State, unfortunately, the deaths at the wrong time mean it is a full reset, but they are going to take out Hello in the process. Only problem, he has that meteor strike, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's going to introduce himself to Blue as soon as he can in the next team fight.
I think you're right on that one. We're getting into danger zone right now with UT Dallas having their support ults coming online, especially that Moira ult charges so dang quick that she can almost use it right as she gets it on cooldown pretty much. So Boise State's going to have a bit of a hard fight getting the point back right now.
Yeah, we always joke on the caster desk. The Coalescence is just basically another ability. It really doesn't have a cooldown because of how quickly it charges. Boise State now on the point. Here comes the Meteor Strike. We're going to see the Shatter committed. Louis is going to go down, but Stasis is the member of UT Dallas for the Comets that's been able to pop off here. He's going to get quite a few eliminations. The Coalescence, as we talked about, able to pick up 2 being used immediately as it came off cooldown. The Nano wasn't enough to keep Pyros alive, and Boise State now has to rush back to the point. They are going to have Graviton and the Photon as well as the Death Blossom, so with the Teleporter, they're able to get there very quickly, immediately going to use the Photon Barrier and the Death Blossom. Unfortunately, only one member goes down for the Comets, as they're going to use their own Graviton Surge. Glock has swapped over to the D.Va to try and get back to the point as fast as possible. Unfortunately for Boise State, they've been only able to pick up a few limited eliminations. Stasis going to pick up 1. The team's trading back and forth, but Boise State now at the disadvantage in overtime, has to find a way to get back to this point. They do have the Symmetra, the teleporter back for everyone to get there, but for right now, Boise State unable to win anything in overtime, committing every single ultimate in the process, so they have their work cut out for them if they can keep stalling out and getting back to the point.
I know Matt's probably crying right now because Wrecking Ball is banned and you can't just go ball and touch points.
Boise State, they tried the teleporter, but there's only one window they can go through. The Comets were ready, so UT Dallas with a come behind in map 2. They're going to take the first map here, and it is 1st to 2, so Boise State already up against it, needs to figure out things quickly to get back in the series.
It's not an ultimate. They're not pressing Q. This is just Moira E.
Yeah, this is Moira at her strike. When you have a well-played Moira, she's going to get a lot of play of the game, she's going to do a ton of damage, and she's just going to hit Coalescence basically every fight. It really isn't a cooldown. It is really just an every fight ability you're going to use and say, hey, I'll get 2 kills, I'll get play of the game. What's the difference?
I agree. Moira's just a DPS who has some fancy healing abilities.
As you can see here in the Collegiate Overwatch bracket there, Boise State taking on UT Dallas. The winner would take on the winner of Oklahoma and CU Boulder. And it is the 1st to 2 win, so Boise State definitely has some work cut out for them. They need to get the next map, and everything is predetermined, so there is no waiting, debating about Kings Row. Everything is fully determined here, so we already know what map we're going to be playing on if we have it in one of the graphics. So this is the points. This is how many points each team has collected here in the event. Utah just dominating. We've talked about them. A very, very good Overwatch program there. I didn't see them in the bracket, so they're at least looking like they're going to give somebody else a shot at victory. Yeah, they've been banned. I'm going to say they've been banned. It's Brig, McCree, May, Wrecking Ball, and Utah that have been banned this week. So Boise State with a great shot to advance if they can get past UT Dallas.
I like that. They're just banned this week. Give everyone else a chance to shine. Sorry, guys.
As you can see here, the rules on your screen. Oh, go ahead, Nerdy.
Oh, I was about to say the exact same thing. We are going into our second map, actually, with Blizzard World, and remember, this is 3 rounds, 1st to 2. Oh, sorry. No, isn't it 1st to 2? Yeah. Second and third round, 1st to 3. Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy. It's just those 2 rules kind of contradict each other. Well, when you read them back to back. But yeah, so we're about to go into the second map. I think it actually might already be starting here pretty soon because I heard Athena speak.
So we'll have to see what Boise State could do, and I'm going to guess that the first thing they need to do, and they did a really good job of it, is just making sure Hello can't get picks with those Meteor Strikes if he stays on Doomfist, because, I mean, that's just what Doomfist does. He gets in the back line, he's going to bully one of your healers, so I think if Boise State can keep shutting it down like they did, they have a really good shot to maybe take this map away from the Comets.
I agree, and they did, once again, this is a map we practiced because there's no questioning the map pools for the week. they did a decent job against the team that we were scrimming earlier with this exact comp that we have right here. And they got to fine-tune a few things, talk to our main strategic coach about how to go about finishing off with point 3 on this map, because everyone knows it's the worst point and the hardest point. I feel like Boise State might give UT Dallas a run for their money on this one.
Yeah, just looking at the team comps here, I know the last game Blue was able to get some really clutch sleeps onto Hello, so I would just be a bit concerned if he can find his way onto that Zenyatta in the backline, how Boise State is able to deal with it, if at least for now they're running the double snipers. So that would be my only concern for Boise State with that Doomfist, but they did a really good job last game, so we'll see what they want to do this time. You can see, actually, he's hiding up in that corner there. Boise State, of course, doesn't know that, but he's trying to find one of those picks in a cheeky little Doomfist way.
My screen just decided it was going to freeze as the Diva dove in on Trevor. Unfortunately, that's the pain of being a Widowmaker without the peel of a Lucio. I don't know if Boise State really wants to stick with this comp, knowing that the other team has a Doomfist, a Lucio, and a Diva on their side to counter dive most of our teammates.
Well, meanwhile, the rest of the fighting still going in on the point. Boise State is able to pick off that Doomfist. Unfortunately, that's the only thing they're able to get. The Immortality Field quickly eliminated there by Stasis. Boise State trying to get whatever picks they can. Unfortunately, they won't get any, so everyone is forced to respawn, and it looks like, at least for now, they're going to stick on that Widowmaker. Nope, never mind. Saladon's going to go back. He's going to switch over to his own Doomfist. So we're going to see the battle of the Doomfist. Who's going to be better at jumping in on the back line, eliminating a healer, and then jumping back without being punished too hard. So I like the sniper pick. It's the start nerdy, but once Boise State kind of ran into a wall, it makes sense to switch it off.
I do agree, and I love Trevor's Doomfist, so I feel like it's a much better pick. He might feel a little bit more comfortable on Widowmaker. In fact, I actually can say with almost complete certainty he does. However, his Doomfist is dirty, and let's hope he can be the amazing Doomfist we have seen him be before.
Well, there's the Coalesce. It's going to be immediately popped by AJ Little. The purple healing aid only going to land onto one member. It is onto Louis. He isn't going to go down. Saladon is going to be taken out by that Coalescence. Pyros unfortunately going to fall as well. Boise State not able to find a back hold there. Tried for a little bit of a cheeky flank, and it will have to go tails running between their legs because once again the Comet's holding strong here. I think we've only seen one elimination so far for Boise State, unfortunately. So they've got to find a new strategy here because right now those first two attempts did not work.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of lack of target focus here and maybe a little bit more target priority that's needed. Let's see if Boise State can use Guac's Gravitic Flux that's coming online along with the Bongos. Maybe they'll nano boost someone going into this next fight. However, I can't fully see all UT Dallas' ultimates right now, but they do definitely have Lucio ult, which could counter almost any of the ultimates we currently have.
Well, the Meteor Strike immediately going to be committed by Hello right on to Blue, not even able to charge up the Nano. Gravitic Flux did come out from Guac. Only Kinetic is going to go down. He did hold on to the sound barrier, however. Boise State just has not been able to find a way through. UT Dallas having 5 ultimates available in that fight, only committing 1. And oh, guess what? They have 5 again with the Coalescence coming up. So for Boise State, as you mentioned, they just couldn't get the Nano online because Hello's done an excellent job. He just Meteor Strikes on the back line. Not much Blue could do there if he can't land a quick sleep. So Boise State, they just got to find a way to maybe all group up on the point and take away the diviness of this Doomfist because Hello's been doing an excellent job.
But Hello's also been very predictable. I mean, he's right back in the exact same spot he was last time, and BSU's even taking the same rotation that they did last time almost, and that's giving him a clear advantage, so Boise State has the opportunity to just turn on him right now.
Yeah, all the ultimates are going to be committed. Hello is able to pick off food as the sound barrier from Kinetic is going to wear off. Both superchargers were committed there. We do see a couple of ultimates available for UT Dallas. Boise State still working towards a couple as they did use the Coalescence at the sound barrier there. Louis going to take out Pyros. Hey, we got him. Boise State, as you mentioned, he's been predictable. The only problem is Boise State hasn't predicted it. You kind of mentioned it there as Boise State not able to get back to the point. He hit in the same spot over and over again, and Boise State just kept walking into it. So that maybe just been Boise State.
Yeah, it's something we've always been having to work on is checking our corners, and he's right up in the upper left-hand corner. And don't turn and look. He's going to drop right down on your support, and that's going to be poor Blue who's going to go bye-bye.
Yeah,
Doom got
unfortunately for
rolled.
Boise State, I think that last fight, they were out of time. They couldn't afford to carefully check every corner. They had to get onto the point. We saw it there. They couldn't even force overtime. So they're going to have to mount an epic defense. I mean, the comments to UT Dallas, they gave us the blueprint. Do you think Boise State's going to come out with a similar comp, or do you think Boise State's going to come out with something of their own to try and hold for that long?
I feel like they're going to come out with something of their own to try and hold a little bit. But we'll have to see. Maybe we'll see a Torb pick come out from Boise State.
It is not my preference to see tonight.
That would be a lot of fun. I mean, hey, we've seen it come out a couple times in this tournament. We've seen Torb played really well. So for Boise State, hey, look at that! There it is. It's the Torb. It's Torb, and it's an offensive bastion on the side of UT Dallas. So this is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, so this is a strat. If I think they're running the strat that I think they're running, they're gonna speed boost their bastion coming from the attacking side up around the right-hand side, and then straight around the back, all the way hard back. Now it would be to the left of Pyros to that entrance, and just gun down our entire team. If that's the strategy I think they're going with, I haven't seen it used in a long time, but it is one that I used to run on Blizzard World a lot.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. I kind of would have liked to see, I mean, Saladon, I know it kind of cuts you off, but put him in the same spot we saw that Doomfist. Have your turret up there so it's a little bit harder for the team to find, especially if they don't check their corners, but that's not going to be the case. It looks like from what we see, you might be right, Nerdy. They are going to just boost their bastion all the way around. Here it comes. Let's see if Boise State's ready for it now. The Broncos putting a ton of damage on. Kinetic going to be the first one to go down. Hello's going to get booped off the edge as well. Asu is going to fall, however, so he will have to pay for that cheeky little play. But Boise State doing an excellent job predicting the sneak behind. Actually, the Broncos ran that exact same tactic, and it went about as well as UT Dallas had it go. A couple members being traded off there as Louis and AJ Little will go down. Food is going to fall for Boise State, so a couple of casualties, but the Broncos holding strong. They knew exactly what was coming, Nerdy. You were 100% right. The only thing that I guess we didn't point out is they did fool us with the Bastion. They just switched over to the Doomfist.
Oh, that's sneaky. Personally, I feel like had they had Bastion, it might have worked a little bit better.
Well, for right now, it was a quick regroup by UT Dallas. Hello, once again, is going to go down, but the Coalescence combined with Stasis is unfortunately just going to rip through Boise State, and that, it looks like it's going to be it. Boise State just got absolutely torn apart by that Coalescence. AJ Little did a great job, and combined with Stasis, UT Dallas, that was a really quick regroup. It kind of caught me off guard. They didn't reset. They just said, all right, everybody's respawned, let's go. It was kind of crazy.
It's all about that setting the pace, and as soon as you're the one in charge of the tempo of the match, you're probably going to win, and UT Dallas was the one keeping time, not Boise State, so that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles.
So another play of the game for AJ Little. There's, you can hear quintuple kill, just something Moira does. So unfortunately, Boise State will not be able to advance this week. UT Dallas moving on to the next round of the Collegiate Overwatch Tournament. But we will keep some tabs on it. I do think we have another match in the wings for Boise State tonight. But just a really good job by both sides. I mean, UT Dallas, the Comets, they played that fantastically, even with Hello getting caught out of position a couple times. The Coalescence, AJ Little on that Moira, and Stasis on the Reaper were just huge MVPs in both maps for the Comets.
No, I 100% agree. I mean, your support won't, win you the game, but they can certainly lose you the game. But if you have a Moira and they're a DPS, they can just win you the game.
Yeah, so a great job there by UT Dallas. So unfortunately, Boise State won't advance, but I'm pretty sure this tournament's going to go on every Friday as long as we're able to, so hopefully next Friday will be better luck for Boise State. But as I mentioned, I think I was told before we started we do have one more Overwatch game in store for Boise State, so don't leave as Fish and Dirty Bird are bringing you some Friday Overwatch action here in quarantine, trying to stay sane and trying to distract ourselves with some video games.
Heck yeah, Isolation Nation, man!
So, as we round this out here, I do think we're going to have the top 5 plays here from this game. So Boise State, they had some excellent plays. They played really well, but UT Dallas, I mean, they had some crazy play. I got to say, that re-push on the second map on Blizzard World, it caught me off guard. I'm like, okay, we're going to have some downtime. Nerdy and I can talk about the fight, but immediately they won it. But we're going to go right to the top 5 plays, so don't leave us after this. Make sure you stay tuned, but here's the top 5.